Welcome to episode 14 of the Unadulterated Amateurs podcast. I'm Chuck Beeson, this is Fluffernutter, and nobody cares about that guy over there.
Yes.
How we doing
Let
today?
the hate flow through you.
This is my podcast now. Get out of here.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. So what are we doing today, Chuckles?
Yeah.
Lead the way, bud.
You want me to lead the way?
Lead the way. What are we doing?
All right. Let's start off with, very simply, what is your bucket list look like?
What do I want to do before I die? Bucket list. I don't know. What's yours look like?
I know I want to go skydiving.
Yeah, see, I can't do that. That's immediate heart attack.
I definitely want to do that. I want to go golfing in another country.
Okay. That's an interesting one.
Yep.
Where at specifically?
I don't know. For some reason, Scotland pops in my head.
I wonder why. I was there when you found that out that it originated there. It's Scotland, right? That originated?
I think so, but I'm not
Or was
sure.
it Ireland?
I'm not 100% sure.
I want to say it's Scotland, bud. I think
I want to golf there.
Golf originated in Scotland. I'm Googling it. We're double checking it. We're fact checking the facts, guys. Golf originated. See, this is where you're supposed to have that one person that sits in the corner and you're like, look that shit up. We don't have that.
Fluffernutter's not doing enough.
Yeah, fluffernutters.
You got to pull your weight.
Worthless. Let's see here. Yep, 15th century Scotland. Wow. There you go. That would be cool then.
I want to golf in Scotland.
That would be sweet.
And I want to go to Alaska with my grandpa.
Is there a specific reason you want to go to Alaska?
Well, because Alaska sounds awesome. I love the cold.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only state my grandpa hasn't been to.
Really?
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of travel stuff on my list, basically, for the most part. But I'm sure I'd kind of like to go deep sea fishing before I die.
Okay. That'd be a good one.
Yeah, definitely would love to do that. I was pretty excited. We were supposed to do that at St. Lucia. Was that last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was supposed to be earlier.
It was supposed to be this year. Yeah. I was really excited. That was like one thing I was most excited for. Fishing with the boys.
Yep.
Really though, I mean, I don't have a whole lot else. I don't think. I would love to go to like we listed last week. There's a bunch of places I would love to see.
Yeah.
Indonesia is definitely one of them. I kind of want to like the wonders. I'd love to see some of the wonders of the world. You know, the pyramids, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. There's a few. Like I want to go to the AT&T Stadium.
Okay.
Watch the Cowboys play. Get a tour of the place.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
Oh, that would be sweet. A tour, huh?
Yeah. I got a buddy that went on a tour there and showed me pictures because he's evil.
How much does something like that run?
I have no idea.
I wonder if it's like really like, I don't know. It's probably not that you think it's expensive? Sometimes tours aren't terrible.
It might be. I don't really know.
Yeah.
I know they got to go down on the field, see Jerry Jones's private suite, all that stuff. So
Yeah. There's definitely some obvious stuff. Obviously, you want to see what the kids grow into.
Yeah.
So that's like obvious stuff. It shouldn't even need to be said.
I think those are more just goals rather than bucket list things.
I want to live that long.
Yeah.
You see how I was chugging Red Bulls, Chuck? That caffeine got me. Yeah.
Come back to bite him.
I would love to see Dragon Man with like 30 plus novels.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Just like a nice set array. That'd be dope. I'd love to see a couple different settings from us.
Yeah.
Love to see our stuff in D&D's format.
That'd be sweet.
Weirdly, this is a weird one. I don't know if it's even like in the realm of possibility, but I would absolutely love to see like the Dragon Man setting and like a tabletop RPG. Not a tabletop RPG, but a CRPG. So like a computer game.
Okay.
Like turn-based, kind of like a Dungeons and Dragons video game would go. Have you ever played any of those?
No.
Really? Oh my gosh, Chuck. You're missing out. Or Divinity. That's another example. Like a game like that where it's just like it's pretty much like a tabletop, but it's all visual.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's definitely some stuff. I'm sure there's more though. Deep sea fishing. I kind of like want to try like what's that called where you snorkeling.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind trying snorkel, but at the same time, like I'm not sure about that.
Yeah. Anything to do with water, kind of. I don't know.
Oh, really? Okay. All right.
Except for the fishing. I love fishing.
What if it's underwater fishing?
All right. Now, no.
Where you have a harpoon gun?
Okay. Hold on. I don't know about this. This sounds scary.
I saw a video of that. That looked pretty sweet. Honestly, there's a lot of food related. That's thick boy nation over here.
Right.
I would love to try just a bunch of different foods.
I found a bigger hot dog than that one at Hillbilly Hot Dog.
That was a massive hot dog.
Yeah. There's a bigger one in Texas.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. There's always something bigger.
Ranger Stadium, they have it's a hot dog the size of a baseball bat.
Oh, first of all, in a stadium,
Yep.
I don't know about stadium hot dogs, man. I don't know. Like they're good, but like I don't want a massive one while I'm at a game. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like a terrible idea.
I think it'd be interesting to try.
Imagine sitting in the stands trying to eat this. That just sounds like hell. Everybody's looking at you. People are sneezing on it.
Oh, jeez.
It's terrible. Terrible. I mean, you're definitely in people's way with it.
You just cut it in half.
Yeah,
man.
no. Yeah, then you cut it in half, and then it's not a giant hot dog.
It's still the giant hot dog. Think you can eat a 3-foot hot dog?
No. That hot dog we had a
I think it took
hillbilly
two of
hot
us
dog.
to put the 2-footer down.
Yeah, that thing was, and they had everything on it. Like
Yeah.
there was, I'm surprised you liked it with all the stuff, random stuff that was on it.
Right.
I'm surprised I liked it.
The jalapenos.
I was much picky. Oh yeah, there was jalapenos on that, wasn't there? It was still delicious. A bunch of random stuff on there. Ooh, hillbilly hot dogs was sweet.
I need to go back.
Yeah. Beach vacation with friends. You piece of crap. It's all Chuck's fault.
Where are we going?
Well, where are we going? We got to wait for you to get seniority, first of all.
Fair.
This guy. And then, I don't know, somewhere sandy.
Oh, that never
But not
down.
too sandy.
San Diego?
I'll go back to San Diego in a heartbeat. I love San Diego. Oh, a food lover's paradise.
I like food.
Oh, dude, it was awesome. Like you walk out of the hotel and the next building over is like tacos. You know what I mean? It's like,
Oh, tacos.
and then they had everything there. It was awesome.
Yeah.
That's right. I told you I had that chocolate pizza at.
Yeah.
I was like,
I
what
wanna try
is
that.
this? Yeah, it was amazing. I tried remaking it, but it didn't work out like
You failed?
yeah, oh yeah, I failed. Oh yeah, easy. For sure.
Why?
Making it?
Yeah.
It was like dry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's
Too
not a
dry.
lot you could drizzle on chocolate to make it
I was like,
not dry
I
either.
also winged it and didn't use a recipe or anything.
Well, that was smart.
Well, I just random spot I got it from. I never even heard of it before that.
There's a thing called Google.
That's true. But this was like,
Just look up.
this was like 7 years ago.
Google was there.
It was there, but it was not a immediate go-to.
It should have been.
Of
wish it
course. Yeah. Probably should have been already.
I think it was.
Probably was. I wasn't that night.
That or Yahoo.
Jesus, Yahoo. I'm
Hit
so
up the search engines.
I'm so thankful for Google. It's like going back, looking back at those, all like anytime you try to go into a different search engine, it's like terrible. Bling was the other one. It's,
Yeah.
oh, what is this?
I think it was Bing.
Bing, whatever it is. Bing, Bling, Bing. I don't know. It was all bad. Yahoo. There was another one, wasn't there? It was like terrible.
I'm not sure.
So that's all you got really is go Alaska, golf, and Scotland. What was the other one that you listened?
AT&T Stadium.
18. That's it.
I mean,
Those three things.
I kind of want to go see a Cowboys game in Philly.
I feel like you do that whole bucket list in the next 5 years. That's not much of a bucket list. You know what I mean?
I'm a simple guy.
But you could do it all in 5 years. So then what? You know what I mean? Like,
Then it's all, when I retire, I golf more. That's it. That's all I want.
That's all you want is to golf. That's it.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you want to spend your entire retirement just golfing every day?
I just want the ability to golf every day. That's it.
Are you going to golf every day?
Probably not.
It'd be hilarious if you came as like a superstar golfer. You actually put the time in.
I ain't got that kind of time now, though.
No. But I mean, golfing's not exactly a young man sport, is it?
Can be.
Well, of course it can be, but I'm saying it doesn't have to be, right?
No.
Yeah, because like there's older people that do it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I just don't really know much.
It's an old man's game.
Well, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. So you're good.
I mean,
that's because everyone retires and they do. Basically, you're just.
Tiger's still golfing.
You just conform to everything, don't you?
What do you mean?
You're like, every old person is golfing. I must golf.
No, I've loved golfing since freshman year of high school.
Really?
Went out golfing with my grandpa for the first time.
I don't know if I've actually ever golfed. I've putt-putted a lot, and then you tried to show me a couple golf swings, and
They were hilarious.
was awful. Didn't help I was drinking.
Didn't you hit a car?
My own car.
Yeah.
The car, the vehicle you crashed.
Hey,
My
you
G6,
started it, I finished
my G6. Yeah. You did it in a much bigger fashion than I did.
it. Yeah. The ball didn't hit it.
No.
It hit the pole.
Interesting. You can't think of anything else, huh?
No.
Wow.
I was actually trying to think about stuff while I was at work, too.
Trying to rack things up?
Yeah.
You came up with those three?
Yep.
Too many crickets. Wait till I start widening your horizons, bud.
You didn't come up with nothing. Come on now.
Yeah, I did. I just gave you a list.
Of places. That's it.
No, I didn't. I
What?
said I'd like to see Dragon Band at 30 plus novels,
yeah.
tabletop. I would love to see it in a video game format. There was a bunch of other stuff too, Chuck. Wonders of the world I wanted to see. I wanted to go to other places to eat. So I could,
What places? Any in particular?
to eat?
Yeah.
I really don't know. Nowhere in the north. Not interested in like fish, first of all. In like Denmark or like any of that kind of stuff. Like not my I
I want to try more game.
I know they have other stuff than fish, but there's a lot of like very interesting dishes up in those northern areas, especially off the seacoast.
Maybe moose, elk.
Yeah, I have that. That'd be good.
Yeah.
I want to say I've had elk though.
I haven't.
I want to say. I don't know though. Not like in a really good like steak or something like that. I don't think. I wouldn't mind trying some different animals. I'd be down for that.
Yeah. I like game.
Yeah. I'd be more interested in like red stag or something, like trying something like exotic. Chuck, this has got to be exotic, man. This is your bucket list. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm a realist.
So you're saying you couldn't?
I want to do things that I can do.
Yeah, but
sure.
you could do any of those things, but it's just harder to do.
I also
Like
don't wanna
right
put too
now,
much effort in.
right now, you could save up. Let's say, I don't know how much it costs, so I'm just freeballing here. Let's say you save $1,000 over the next 2 years. Boom, you go to UK, you eat a red stag. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
That's fair.
We just act like it is, but it's really not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can really do anything.
Yeah.
That you want, but yeah, you would have to put a little bit of effort into it.
Yeah.
Just a wee bit. Sorry, guys, we're gonna adjust this.
He doesn't like my camera.
Oh, nope. Camera doesn't like you either.
Oh, please.
Yeah. I guess there's not I would love to see I would love to go into the crypts in Egypt.
That would be cool.
That'd be sweet. Like to see the pyramids. I shouldn't say crypt. Well, I guess it is a crypt, but inside the pyramids would be sweet.
That would be cool.
I don't think it's possible to do.
I don't know.
I would also like to see some like cuneiform,
Somewhat.
cuneiform. It's basically like the first language that we've ever discovered, at least.
Oh, okay.
It's like shapes and stuff.
Okay.
But I know we've they try to translate it. I would just like to see a piece of it.
Yeah.
It's like written on a stone tablet.
Okay. That'd be cool.
But really, yeah. I mean, I said deep sea fishing too.
Yeah. I'd like to see more national parks.
More national parks?
Yeah.
National parks are pretty sweet.
Yeah. I like going hiking at them.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
I'm seeing more and more of these videos, though, of like people walking on trails. And then there's like a mama bear with like 2 baby bears walking right at them, like 30 foot away. And they slowly walk backwards. And I'm like, dude, I can't handle this. I saw the Revenant, right? You know what I mean? I've seen what that bear could do.
You just gave me another one. I want to see a bear in the wild.
You've never seen a bear in the wild?
Nope.
Really? I've seen some black bears. That's about. I haven't seen anything. No, I don't think we saw a brown bear or grizzly at all.
I would love to see a grizzly.
Grizzlies.
I'll
yeah,
take any bear at this point in time.
Yeah, I mean, black bears aren't really hard to find.
No, but I haven't seen one.
Interesting.
I went down to Tennessee, and I was looking for them. I left steak out on the deck and everything, trying to find them.
Well, you didn't leave honey.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
The worst part is, I came back, and like 6 months later, my brother goes down there. He's got pictures of a bear on his car.
Were you jealous?
Yes, very.
So technically, you saw a bear through his picture.
Yeah, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, but it's closer. You got one person away from knowing that bear.
That is one person too many.
That's a lot closer than like the Kevin Bacon theory. You know what I mean? So
what's the Kevin Bacon theory?
Isn't it like the 7th person you like know is Kevin Bacon?
Oh, okay.
Like through, like
so I know somebody that knows somebody that
who
knows somebody.
Exactly. Yeah, and I think it's like 7 people away. You get to Kevin Bacon eventually somehow.
Oh, okay.
But that bear, you're one person away.
Yeah, well, I want to be the person away.
Well, it's closer.
It is closer.
It is closer. So there's that. Yeah.
You ever seen a bear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw black bears. We used to go to Minnesota quite a bit when I was a kid, and they go fishing trips.
Yep.
And you'd see them on the sides. But we also went to I think my parents took 3 or 4 weeks off of work. Well, my dad took 3 or 4 weeks off work. My mom planned this whole trip all the way out to, let's see here. We drove through North Dakota, Wyoming, all that stuff. We got out to Montana, and we were in this cabin in this middle of nowhere in like the far western part of Montana.
Yeah.
Just all mountains.
Yeah.
Like half of Montana, the state of Montana, is kind of like Wyoming. It's kind of like flat or like hilly and just like not much there. And the other half's like all like foresty and like mountains. At least that's the way I remember it. And driving into it. But dude, it was awesome. Like you came out of your cabin and there's no cabins around. It's just that cabin. And there's a creek that like ran right to the backyard. And we found mountain lion tracks in the backyard. There'd be grouse out there almost every night. The same with deer. We stayed out there for a week, and then we drove south and we went through Yellowstone.
I went there as a kid.
And then circled back through. You didn't see a bear at Yellowstone?
Nope.
That was funny because it was always like one of those things. You're like, suddenly there's like 20 vehicles lined up on the side of the road with binoculars, and people are like looking down, and then you just pull over and you go see what they're looking at, and then there'd be something like that. We saw a mama bear.
I remember one time when we went out that way, we were stopped in a big traffic jam because there was bison crossing the road.
Yeah. Oh, that's
just heard.
There was, they were everywhere, dude. Yep. Good old bison. And they're like over there licking your car window and stuff.
Yep. They don't care. They're just chilling.
Nope. Yeah, that was pretty sweet. Oh boy.
Yeah. How is Minnesota anyway?
Dude, you got to go sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't gone. It's been 12 years. Oh my God. 12 years since I've been down there.
Fishing trip.
Oh, dude, it's amazing.
The boys together.
It is amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
Like there's times still, like it's been that long since I've been there, but I mean, we went there in 2001, I think, or maybe no, that can't be right. 99. I went down with mom and dad, and like my whole family went. My grandpa, I feel like my grandma went, my uncles, all my uncles pretty much on that northern side.
Yeah.
We all went down there, and it was just awesome. There's times I'll come outside in springtime or fall time, I should say. I'll go outside and it'll smell like Minnesota for like a brief second. I'll still get like a smack back, it's weird.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one either. It's awesome, dude. It's
So I need to go.
oh yeah, it's definitely. We have a nice spot up there. I love it. And I'm not even like I like actually I'm pretty big into fishing. I'd say I'm way more into fishing than hunting
Yeah.
by light years.
When's the last time you went fishing?
4 or 5 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, and down here in the river.
Yeah.
And then before that, it was Kentucky with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love it. Just really hard to get people to go.
Call Brandon.
Brandon likes fishing.
That boy will drop everything.
Yeah, it's
He loves fishing. He's already been out this year.
really.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. Then it also comes down to like getting a license and stuff. I'm just too lazy.
It's online.
It's online now.
Yeah, you can get it online.
What the hell?
Yeah.
That's weird. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then all you need, you can just download it to your phone. Done.
Okay, gotcha. I actually didn't realize that.
Yeah. It's real simple. Yeah.
And also,
My dad, my mom, my brother, they love fishing. And I'll go with them just because I like sitting out there and just chilling.
Yeah.
Like I'll cast a line, but I'm not big into fishing. I just love the nature.
I think you would like the fishing we do better than the fishing out here.
I want to try fly fishing.
Do you fish with a bobber here?
No.
You just cast?
Yeah.
Reel? Cast reel? Okay.
Well, cast, sit, reel. You sit for a while. You wait.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
Why not?
Why would you wait?
For a fish to bite?
Are you using a bobber?
No.
Then you don't wait.
I don't know what I'm doing, clearly.
Oh my God. You throw it out there, it hits, and that gets the attention of the fish, and then you just start reeling as fast as you can. And then the lure is designed normally.
I've never used a lure.
What are you using?
A worm?
With no bobber.
Yeah.
You've stressed me out. We're 20 minutes in. You stressed me out. So I know it's done, but it's like, I don't know.
I like catching
Catfish.
Yeah.
Okay, so you should love it. That's what I was gonna say. I know there's certain kind of fish that but you can still catch a catfish with a bobber. That's why I like using, because you just get a little more variety. You're not just hitting that bottom feeders.
I love catfish.
Catfish are fun.
Delicious.
Yeah, you. Wow. That's why I was talking. We're talking about two separate things. So you're bottom fishing.
Yeah.
I'm talking about lure fishing.
Oh yeah, I've never lure fished.
Oh my God, Chuck. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's why I think you'd like it, because all right. So here's my problem with like hunting and fishing in general.
Yeah.
I don't have the attention span for it.
Okay.
I'll be out there an hour. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go home.
Really?
Because you're sitting in the woods by yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I enjoy this. This is really nice out here. And then about an hour goes by, and I'm like, yeah, I think I've had enough here.
You're like, I'm good.
And then people will get salty at you, especially like when you're hunting in groups and stuff. Because you're like, you just came out here for an hour. I'm like, yeah, I'm just not into the whole dedication of putting that much time towards it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so fishing's a similar thing. Like I'm like, oh, cool, grab my pole and fish for an hour and a half, or hour and a half, something like that, and then good. Yeah. But I also around here,
that's about where I'm at. But then I go fishing with my brother and my dad.
Yeah.
It's a venture. It's a day long venture. Like you could be out there for 12 hours.
Yeah. Do you actually go on a boat?
No.
So you're on the side. See,
yeah, those are shore fish.
I don't think I could do shore fishing for that long. I could do like in the river. We wade into the river over here, and that's the way I like doing it out here. Other than that, it's pond fishing. So that's why I don't fish a whole lot. But like when we were in Minnesota, you're lure fishing, and you throw it out. You try to get in like a pocket of reeds. It's like the way the reeds are set up. Like it kind of makes a little gap, and they sit right in the gap. And it could be bass, northern pike, muskie. Muskie are a little bit harder to catch, but and I haven't really seen a whole lot of those in the shallows. But yeah, regardless, I mean, there's some big bass. Like the biggest pond bass you caught here is the normal bass there.
Okay,
you know what I mean? They're giant. So you just cast. As soon as that hits, you just start reeling as fast as you can, and then gets back. Do it all over again. Just keep going.
You're just hoping one of them grabs.
Yeah, and then what happens is you just kind of start talking while you're doing it, and then when it hits, it's awesome.
You know it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you know it. Especially with a pike, dude. Woo, those babies put up a fight. It's awesome.
Take you for a ride,
dude, for real. So yeah, that's something I think you would like, just because your attention span, like you're doing something, you're not just chilling.
Right.
And like, if you, I don't know, it's just more active than bobber fishing where I'm sitting there looking at the bobber and I get bored. Where's my bobber? You know, where's it at? But yeah, I don't know. Reeling fishing or lure fishing's the way for me.
Yeah, I definitely prefer boat fishing though.
Oh yeah, same.
Go out on a boat and just chilling.
That's what I loved about Minnesota. You drive out of this for the place we got. You drive out of the harbor and through just a sea of reeds, and they have a path cut through it, and you drive right through it. You come out. We took like a left, and you came around. You just see which way the wind's going, and then you drive all the way to that side and just float, and you just keep casting.
Just float all the way
and
back.
And then you shoot the shit while you're doing it. Yeah, love it.
Then once you get back, just pull back out there.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, then you just drive back over there, start it all over again. Or you can go to a different spot. I mean, we hit up a bunch of different spots, and there's crazy amounts of fishing. So like we did bass and pike fishing for the majority of the time we were there probably, and then we did you get bored, and perch are just sitting on the bottom. Yellow perch, they're not white perch.
I hate perch.
Why?
They're assholes.
They're nibbly for sure.
I can't catch them.
Oh, these you would have no problem with. No. Listen, dude, we ran out of worms or minnows. I can't remember what we were using. And there was just like chip crumbs on the bottom of the boat because, we were kids. We'd hook the chip and just drop it in, and boom, you have a perch. You can get your limit on perch. Like, that's the easiest thing in the world to do. It's hilarious.
I can't
how easy
catch
it is.
them.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Every time we went perch fishing, I cast out, I get a nibble, and then I get a bite, and I yank.
Yeah.
And then I reel, and I got nothing.
It's completely different up there. Completely different. That's almost sounds like you get that out here a lot, but they're so like aggressive up there. Yeah, I don't know how to put it, but legitimately, as soon as that hits the thing, like the chip on the hook would little tiny piece would hit the water, the whole bottom starts moving, and they come up and nail it.
Wow!
And you just yank and you grab it out, unhook it.
Kind of like the fish you see at like Cedar Point.
The fish at Cedar Point.
Yeah, the fish in the ponds at Cedar Point.
I don't even remember there being ponds at Cedar Point.
Yeah. They're real small. But
I mean, I've only been at Cedar Point 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
3 times total.
Okay.
I'm not a yearly person like you.
I haven't went in a couple of years.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I remember, like, dude, I don't get it. Like, you would have every year season pass. I'm like, I want to throw up just thinking about it.
Haven't got one in a couple of years.
Man.
Haven't even been there.
Do you miss it?
Meh.
You're kind of over it?
Kind of. I like the atmosphere there.
Okay, that's fair. That's a good atmosphere. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I honestly...
It's kind of like concerts for me. You go, everybody's having a good time. The energy's there.
Yeah.
You're just having fun.
The last time I went was when it started. My issues with blacking out on a roller coaster started happening.
Okay.
And it was no fun to me after that. Like, as soon as that first initial dip hits,
yeah,
I like wake up in a tunnel.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I was like, okay, this sucks.
Yeah, that sucks.
So
I've never had any issues like that.
it was weird.
I have noticed that if I eat right before I get on a coaster, I feel a little queasy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But if I don't eat, I'm good.
Yeah.
So I normally I'll stop, get breakfast on the way there, and then I'll stop, get food on the way home.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, wow.
I don't need to eat while I'm there.
I also remember the second time we were there, we were on the, what's that big one that always had the longest wait for the longest time? Now, I don't know about now, but like back in the day, like let's say 2010, 2015. The Millennium
Force?
Is that the big drop, the giant?
The blue one?
Yeah. And you like had like an hour wait or something. It was like crazy. Giant drop.
Right at the beginning?
Right at the beginning. Yeah. And then, So that one, that's where I mainly blacked out on.
That's not the biggest coaster there.
No, not. I know not now at least, right?
Yeah.
Then it probably was.
I think when it first went up, it was, but then they put in the dragster.
Oh yeah,
Way bigger.
that's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
The dragster is just like 16 seconds of like what's happening. Oh, it's over. Like I like the dragster actually.
Dude, it's fantastic. I'd get to the top, and it feels like you're up there forever.
It feels like you're about to get flung off the top. That's the only part I hate about it because you hit that top point, you're like, well, here goes. Superman.
First time I rode it, I was in a group of 3 people. So I was sitting behind them with some random person.
Yeah.
We get to the top, and he's like, yeah, so what are you thinking? And we're just had a split-second conversation at the top of this thing before it shoots down.
Yeah. I forgot about that delay at the top.
Yep.
Yeah. With the Millennium, though, it as I was going down, actually, I might start blacking out the second time I did it. It's possible. But as I went down, I'm pretty sure it was the second time I was there. Going down, there was water on the rails because it had rained.
Yeah.
And so it sprayed, but I couldn't tell if it was spray or someone threw up in front of me.
Oh,
so
geez.
the whole ride I was like gagging because I couldn't tell if it was puke or like it
water.
Was water. Yeah, I was like, what just happened? Because I was like, oh, and it hit me, and I was like, what the fuck just hit me? I'm like just shell shocked the whole time. I'm like gagging, trying because like especially on our roller coaster, you start gagging and it's game over, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's not good. So I'm like, there's people behind me still. So I was like, I can't throw up. Oh, it was horrible. My stomach was messed up. Like I'm like, I think it was just water, but it was just the thought that I was like,
I just thought that it was puke. You just over.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was all over my face, and I had my mouth open, so it was like
Yeah.
a whole thing. You know what I mean? It was not good. Yeah.
Did it taste like water?
Honestly, I couldn't really tell. There was too much stuff going on. It's
Too much going on in that.
it's like you imagine trying to eat while you're going down that your taste would be all thrown off because you're distracted by the I'm gonna die feeling.
Yeah.
So it's like not your first concern, and then it was like an afterthought. I'm like, oh, tell me that wasn't. And it was like, well, that.
Yeah. I will say, as a bigger guy going there, I was going to get on the Wicked Twister and I didn't fit.
Yeah.
Which wasn't whatever. It's far from my favorite ride. So I just hopped off. No big deal. Literally 3 weeks later, went back on it. No problem.
Really?
I'm like, I haven't even done anything.
Interesting. What was that? What's the one where they adjust the seat? And you're like holding it, you're like in a little thing like this, like standing almost, and then they adjust the seat.
You're talking about the old Mantis.
Old Mantis. I have a funny story about that.
They changed the name of it.
Oh, really?
They changed the painting, and now it's sit down.
Well, that's great because this is what happened. The first time I went to Cedar Point, I had no clue what was going on. So they locked that seat in place. So I pull it up, and I was like, okay. Well, my buddy was on his tippy toes, and he locked it into place because he had never been to Cedar Point either.
Oh, no.
And he's like, they're going to check, right? They're going to come back and check. And I was like, I think so. And like they like kind of like glance to make sure everything else is good. They don't care about your seat.
Yeah.
So the whole first ride, this is the first ride we get to Cedar Point. We're excited. We get on there. And the whole ride, he's like, my nuts! He's screaming. He was like walking funny for a while. I was like, oh, yeah, that's bad.
The trick
he was
to
not
that
happy with it.
was always you get on it, you squat just a little bit.
Yeah. So
And then you stand straight up, and then when you're coming around that final turn to the end, you stiffen up on the tiptoes, you're good.
I don't even remember because I was laughing so hard because he's like right next to me. I'm like just crying and laughing at him. I was like, oh my gosh. I wasn't even scared, dude. It was funny.
That's
because I'm terrified of heights. So I was like, oh, this is going to be bad.
That explains why you black out.
Well, yeah, I think it got worse.
Yeah.
And then I started blacking out, which is weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. It was interesting. I'll go to Cedar Point just for the bumper cars, dude.
Yeah.
I love those bumper cars. I could do those over and over and over.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I don't know why. They're fun.
I want to be an old guy one day. Go there.
Hey, let's not rush this. Let's not rush this. We already said that a while back, and we got older and we're regretting it already.
You want to go to Cedar Point and just walk around to the shows?
Yeah. That's about all I'm good for there now. So I've already hit that point.
And then we'll ride the bumper cars just for you.
Yay. Yeah. Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
So, Chuckles.
That's me.
What?
That's me.
No, it's not.
Why not?
Because you're Chuck E. Cheese, clearly, on the screen.
Chuck E. Cheese, Chuckles, Chuck, whatever.
Chuck Rose, Charles.
You can call me whatever you want. Just don't call me late for dinner.
What's the name that you used to get really salty with that I called you?
Charlie.
Charlie, that's right. And you like hated it.
I did.
And I would do it just to antagonize you.
Because Charlie was reserved for family.
But you are family.
Now.
do you mean now?
It's not how I saw it before.
Oh, real nice, Chuck. Piece of shit. Tell you what, guys.
You can call me Charlie now. That's fine.
No, I don't want to because you said I can.
Of course.
I wanted to be a rebel.
Of course you do.
It was just weird that made you salty back then. It was funny. Like,
Yeah.
I was like a very random thing because you were very laid back.
Yeah.
And you would get like extremely salty. And you're like, what is this?
Well, it was also something that it just felt weird
Yeah.
because nobody outside of my family ever called me Charlie.
Okay.
So it was just, you start saying it, it's like, who the fuck's that?
So is it one of these things where you didn't really like that your family called it to you and they just called you that anyways?
No, my grandma hated people calling me Chuck,
Really?
and people do it anyways.
Yeah.
She hates it.
That's how you introduced yourself to me.
Yeah,
Are you a rebel, Chuck?
kind of.
Yeah, there it is. You're like, well, it pisses her off if I do this, so I don't care if you...
She's gotten better, though.
Yeah?
I've gotten her to call me Chuck.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I'm a rebel without a cause.
Have you got her to call you Chuck E. Cheese yet?
No.
Got to work on that.
No, Chucky
Chuck
is
Rose.
the line. She hates that name.
Chucky?
That's why she didn't like people calling me Chuck.
Yes.
Yep. I don't know why. She just thinks it's an ugly name. I don't know.
Interesting. You poor guy, you.
Nah.
Chuckles.
What?
With the reaction stuff
Yeah.
so far, which we're doing, it's kind of funny how this is working with the reactions that we're doing. We just started that for fun.
Yeah.
We weren't even taking it that serious. Like, we didn't take it serious at all to start with. Like, what do we do the first couple, like maybe one a day?
Yeah.
What do we do, like 6?
Yeah. And now we're up to doing what, 20 every week?
Yeah. Pushing harder today.
Oh, of course you are. You're the worst.
Growth, baby. Growth. No.
You're the worst.
Plus, I love music, so I'm like always down to clown with that.
I do love me some music.
Yeah. And
What-
you've apparently lived a sheltered life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I expect you to know a lot more of the stuff we've checked out so far.
Well, you got to think I grew up mostly with my grandparents too.
Let me rephrase.
Then what?
I grew up listening to nothing. We weren't allowed to listen to anything but Christian music.
Okay, you win.
Yeah.
You're more of a rebel than I was.
Yeah.
I got down with my stuff.
Yeah. No, I was not allowed to. We were not allowed to have anything on except for Christian music.
Buttercup, baby, that's my jam.
We had 2 radio stations we were allowed to listen to.
Oh, wow.
That was it.
That's nuts.
Yeah. And then found Dad's Rage Against the Machine CDs, his Megadeth CDs that he had hidden away. Thanks, Dad. Iron Maiden, Dio. And that pretty much started it.
Who's Dio?
Ronnie James Dio. Holy Diver.
Oh, okay, yeah. It doesn't help that I'm terrible with names and song names.
Yeah. See, well, the reason I'm actually pretty decent with them, when we were kids, my dad and my other uncle would, they'd put on, it was like an XM channel on TV.
Yeah.
You know, like they had like the Boneyard, and it was just like 80s music. I think it was called the Boneyard. It was just 80s rock music.
Yeah.
And they would put up the guide so you couldn't read what it would tell you the artist name, and it would do like little symbols and stuff like
Okay.
right.
And then they quiz you on it.
And then be like, who is this? So every new song, we try to guess who it was.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I loved it that I was actually getting some of these because like they listened to them back in the day, and I was just discovering these people. So I was like, oh, this is Quiet Riot. I still remember Quiet Riot. I think it was like Black Cadillac was a song, and I named it, and they were like, how the hell do you know what this is? But yeah, so it came like a fun thing for me.
How old were you?
13, 14, probably.
Oh, so you were allowed to listen to it then.
Dad didn't care as much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Dad was the cool one.
Yeah. and then we got him in trouble because we left the Rage Against the Machine CDs out.
Way to go, bud.
Yeah, you know, we're kids.
Way to go.
It was funny. But
Getting that man in trouble.
yeah. But yeah, that's where it started for me, music wise. So I was really excited. Actually, there's some stuff we should react to that's not even out, like leaked music.
Oh, okay.
because like in the 2000, let's say 11 to 2014, I was so caught up on on music, leaked music, downloading music, like especially in the rap and like R&B or pop the area that I was like 3 months ahead of time, like before they hit mainstream. Because all this stuff leaked way before. Yeah. Like almost everything leaks like months before.
Right.
And if you know where to look for it. So I was like way ahead, and I'd download all this music, and then I'd sort through what I liked and what I didn't like. And then it was funny because a new song would come out, and like, oh yeah, this new song. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's this. And I already knew what was going on. But there were songs, this also led to the songs that were leaked that were awesome songs that were never released.
Okay.
So I had to go to like just dig for them to find them. But there's a good example of Bruno's Mars song. You know who Bruno Mars is?
Yeah.
Okay. So his first song that I heard was called On Fire. And there's like one place on the internet that I know of right now, as of right now, you can't find it on YouTube. At least I couldn't last week when I looked. And it was on SoundCloud.
Oh, really?
Is that SoundCloud? Is that where like people put mixtapes on and they blow up from it? Like Post Malone did it?
Like that, yeah.
Is it SoundCloud? Yeah, well, it was on there. And that's the only place I could find it.
Wow.
And it's not out. It was never released, I don't think. My buddy showed it to me. I downloaded it, added to my playlist. And I don't think it just fit his style, but it's my favorite song by him. Easy.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And there's like just people in the comments like, please put this on YouTube. Begging. Please release it. And it's from 2008.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. There's an Akon song. One More Time.
Love Akon.
Yeah. Yeah. This song was called One More Time. And I don't think it was ever, I still don't think it's released. It's a very, very, very simple song, but you know, high schooler Joel loved that shit.
Yep.
Loved it. But those two songs are the top ones I can think of off my head that were not released. And I was like, so now I can't listen to them. So it kind of sucks, but it is what it is.
What's your favorite new music that we've heard?
Reaction wise?
Yeah.
Well,
we know it's not Buddy Brown.
No. Wow, you had to bring him up. Get some hate in the comments. It's all right. You're gonna have that. You can't like everything, man. I kind of like that we're bluntly honest with our thing. It's kind of refreshing because you get a lot of that on the especially on YouTube. They're just trying to make content, and then they're They don't want to put negative content, you know. And
yep.
But what's nice is the majority of the time we have different opinions on stuff. So when you're down, normally I'm up. Very rarely, I think there may once or twice that we had double low ratings on a song.
Yeah. Yep.
Out of 150 videos that we've done. So I don't know. I'd have to say I actually really started liking NoFX. Yeah. It's weird. NoFX is weird with me. It's not something I'm going to go out of my way to listen to more of. Yeah. But as I've discovered them, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to add this to my list. Yeah. Like The Decline, that was one that I never saw in a million years that I enjoyed. It's so long. It is. And I was like, 6 minutes, excuse me, 6. I think I gave it a 6 out of 10 or something like that. Maybe it was lower. I don't remember, maybe a 5 out of 10. And the next day, I was like, I just want to listen to it out of curiosity again. So I listened to it. I was like, man, that's actually pretty good. And there's parts in there I really like. And there's some stuff I missed before. And then when people were commenting on it and they're breaking stuff down that we completely missed, I was like, oh, okay. So I listened to it again just to see what they're talking about. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's so much cooler. Okay, I get it. And then someone said, listen to the live one. I was like, I seen them live. I did not like them live. Yeah. And it was a giant, actually, turnoff. I walked in not expecting, like the shenanigans that they play in songs. They're like that on stage as well. Okay. And they were saying some wild shit. And I was like, what the hell is this? And you're coming from freaking Beach Bunny to this. And, Yeah. So it was like, and I think we made it through half the set. Probably there maybe, I don't know. Yeah, they were the headliner, so we were there for a minute, but then we left. Oh, wow. That's how much I didn't like it. I was like, this is terrible, and then we left. So I was like, yeah, this is gonna be awful, but I was like, screw it, I'll just give it a listen. So I listened to the live version. So much better. Really? They have an orchestra with it though. That's nuts. Yeah, it's awesome. They had some trumpet to it, and I'm like, oh, I'll listen to that over the regular version all day. Yeah, all day. I have it in my favorites now. Damn. Another one was My Orphan Year.
Yeah.
That one. Damn. That's brutal.
Yeah.
But I actually end up loving it.
Is that the one that
Yeah, you're pretty
I
much
was
speechless.
completely
Yeah, that was
speechless?
the one. Yeah. How about you? What are some favorites you've gotten, bud?
symphonic metal.
You have been.
That is all I have to say.
You've legitly everything I've sent your way with symphonic metal or someone suggested it, you've enjoyed it.
Yeah. Honestly, I think I like that a lot more than I like most of this metal stuff.
I thought Lorna Shore was your favorite. That reaction's still one of my favorites.
Come on.
That was pretty good. You were just like, and then my favorite part is that you didn't realize he started singing. You just thought it was like background noise.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my favorite part because I could legitimately see you just like, you're grinning at me. I'm like, oh, he's not even looking at the lyrics. This is good. He doesn't even realize they're singing. And then it was like, maybe 5 to 10 seconds into them screaming in the background. You're like, these are words. And then you're just trying to find where you're at.
Yeah. Well, for starters, it doesn't help when the person who's putting the music on there tells me, oh, don't worry about it. This one's nice and soft, full of clean lyrics.
But that's the beauty of it. I deserved the brain cell in that one, guys. I deserved it.
Because you were a dick.
It's funny, though.
It is funny.
It was fun. I did it twice to you, too.
Yeah.
We did on that Born Cyrus video. You should know better at this point.
Yeah. And honestly, I want to see more symphonic metal live.
Yeah.
I think the stage presence was awesome when we went out there.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I would like to, and that's a small band.
Right.
I'd love to see a bigger band like Nightwish.
Yeah.
That's all and we should probably actually say something about that. A lot of people have been commenting that they want us to react to the live stuff, but I'm not really into watching live stuff through YouTube. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm not opposed, personally.
It's just not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same as being there.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'd rather wait to see them live. I like checking out the studio to see how it was meant to be.
Yeah.
And then maybe a live version after that wouldn't be bad. I could do that, but I would like to start with the studio version before live. But people are like, every time we post a Nightwish video, they're like, why are you not doing live Nightwish?
Well, I think the other big thing there is the fact that we're trying to give a reaction about the song, not necessarily
stage presence. Yeah.
Because if you add that in there now, our 7 rating, it's either going to be like a 7.5 because stage presence is phenomenal, or it's going to be like a 6 because they're just standing there.
Yeah, and
we're trying to react to the music more than anything else.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of interesting people. People are like, interesting. You guys don't have a video. You're not watching a video at all.
It's different.
But I will say at first we did it because of equipment issues.
Yeah.
It still is bad with videos because our internet's not great and it can't really handle all that. That's how it started. But I've noticed too, listening without any visual like distractions.
Yeah.
You do notice some weird things.
Yeah.
I would have never noticed. Like one off the top of my head is that Satellite thing, the song Satellite. That had like the orbiting sound.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I would have probably caught that. I barely almost missed it when you pointed it out. I was like, oh yeah, it did, didn't it?
The other big thing is like for me, never really listening to anything in headphones like these.
Yeah.
Like I got my earbuds and they do similar things, but this is on
you can't beat a good head, and these aren't even that great. These are just like mid tier.
This is a much bigger standard. It's just everything's going on. I'm like, my ADHD brain's going insane.
Blows your mind.
I love it.
And you had a little bit of a nice journey with the reactions because we did a few punk reactions and then people ate it up and now you're stuck listening to punk forever.
Right? Which I've been digging it overall.
It didn't start that way though.
No.
I love when people run into your Bad Religion first couple songs you did and you're like, this is
so short. It's not good.
This is short. It's not really that good. It sounds good, but it's too short.
Then you get to number 5 and it's like, I absolutely love this 42-second song.
Yeah, and then so what was hilarious though, we're almost to the point now that you've missed all the short stuff because you were like, I don't know, I don't really. Now it's like now their songs are longer.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's like,
because you're a terrible human being.
It's not my fault you didn't get into it quick enough.
Right.
But I was surprised you got into it. I feel like everybody I've shown like songs by, they're like, it's okay.
Yeah.
And they're not a fan of the style, but I'm like,
well,
man,
it's the lyrics for me.
Oh, like, really?
Yeah.
For me, it's just a vibe. Like the one we did last week, and I was like, dude, I could listen to this all day.
Yeah.
Probably because it reminds me of Tony Hawk. But
yeah, some of them are like the vibe with it. But for the most part, it's most of the songs, they have some sort of meaning.
Yeah.
I don't care if a meaning resonates with me or not. If a song doesn't have meaning behind it, it's already getting negatives in my book.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes a couple notches down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
That's my big thing.
There was something else I was going to talk about. The reaction was, I was like, oh yeah, we should probably bring this up.
I don't know.
We should probably explain the reaction, the requests, or how that works.
Oh.
And then clip it.
Yeah, we could do that.
Hey guys, so we want to explain the reaction set or the request setup for reactions a little bit. So kind of how we have it set up right now, we have two separate playlists. We have stuff. We have stuff with new songs or stuff that we're interested in checking out personally.
Yep.
And that's kind of what started with. We just want to have some fun and just jump around random stuff, right?
Yep.
And then we have stuff that people have dropped in the comments. Anytime you guys drop in a comment in the comments, we add that song to the request list. What I've started doing, basically, we have the songs that we want to do, and then we sprinkle in some requests with it.
Yeah.
But we're not fully doing requests because we're just still kind of having fun with it.
Yeah.
So we're doing this for fun, so we go down the list. Well, we were probably doing 2 or 3 a week, maybe.
About.
Yeah. I'm going to try a different setup a little bit. We're doing like 10 and then 10.
Okay.
Because a nice little mix.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes, but it might not be that many every week. So it's going to take a long time to get through that list. It's already like 17 hours long.
Yeah.
Like it's really long. But obviously, even if I don't answer you guys' comments or he doesn't answer the comment, that when you request something, just know that I've noted it and I put it in the comment or in the list. But I will say before we listen to them, I will, depending on the band, I'll glance through the lyrics like real quick just to make sure it's not crazily inappropriate because we are running a publishing company at the end of the day.
Yep.
And we don't want it to be crazy inappropriate. There's some that we stumbled upon and it just happens and it is what it is. And
you're not going to catch all of them.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, me and you are not opposed to crude stuff at all by any means, so it doesn't really bother us. But on a business aspect, we don't really want like I think one of them off the top of my head, I think it was No Effects on the Rag. I think you're like something like that, where it's like clearly I'm like, okay, this is, I don't really know. But yeah, so we will get to your stuff, but as long as it's not crazily inappropriate. But yeah, just you can drop whatever you want in the comments, and we obviously have fun with it. We're down for any genre pretty much. I don't know.
We love mixing our genres up,
dude,
for sure.
Dude, we've done reggae.
Yep.
Symphonic metal, punk, skater punk, pop punk. We've done pop music, indie, alternative, grunge so far.
Country.
We did country, bluegrass, Americana, emo.
We've been
hardcore, metalcore. Like we bounce around everywhere. Especially, it doesn't help that our live shows that we go to see are exactly like that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Rap. We've done rap. We've done several different kinds of that mainstream rap. We've done more like underground side of rap. But yeah, we're jumping around. It doesn't really matter. You have something you want us to check out and react to. Sweet, we'll do it. But
especially if you think Joel won't like it. I want to see more of those.
Yeah, you like that, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, he just wants to see me get hated on.
I get the brain cell every time.
I know. What's up with this? I don't. When you're low rating, I don't get the brain cell. People are just like, oh, Chuck, and then you guys need to work on that. Jiminy Crickets.
Keep the brain cells coming my way. Just remember that.
The other thing is videos. We get a lot of requests for videos, and those are a little more problematic with our current setup. We have a very cheap setup, well, for the most part, with 2 computers that are rather cheap, and we're running off of the Melon app. Yep. We connect through our internet, and then we have 2 web cameras set up here, and then Chuck's over there. And That's why Chuck is sometimes blurry, because he's not directly running off the internet, because he's got a Apple over here or a Mac, I should say.
Yeah.
And he can't plug in direct internet. So it's a little bit behind. So in general, yeah, if this keeps taking off in the way it's taking off,
we'll have to buy another computer.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, we'll be able to monetize it eventually.
Oh, yeah.
But we're not exactly doing it for money either. We're just kind of having fun. But we also do want to make a little bit better quality content for you guys.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So you're not always blurry. Because people need to know you're beautiful, Chuck.
I know.
So, I mean,
they gotta see this gorgeous beard.
Look at you. You're all fuzzy over there, dude. Not the beard.
I'm fuzzy right now?
It's on my side, dude.
Of course I am.
We don't ever know. And then we get the random dropouts because our internet goes out.
Yeah, I look real good right here.
Yeah, there's a whole issue with videos, and there's a few videos that we've actually posted that have had technical difficulties in them, and we've had to cut those pieces out. So you're like missing parts of the song or our analyst, and it's just that's a whole thing. So you don't see us doing a whole lot of videos, and that's the reason why. So you'll have to bear with us on that one. Maybe when we get a little bit further into this journey that we're able to, actually make a little bit off of it, that where we can roll this into making a better equipment.
Yeah. Then
possibly. But until then, you'll probably want to see like one video every 3 or 4 weeks, if not a little bit more than that. It's weird though. We didn't have any issues when it came to like game trailers.
Yeah.
It was suddenly just random. I think my internet's gotten worse.
I think so.
So it's a whole thing, guys. Is basically what we're telling you. But you drop in a request, we will check it out for sure, even if it's in our podcast style, which is a 50-50 at this point. People are like, hey, this isn't a radio show, this is YouTube. What are you guys doing? And then there's the other side of people like, this is very unique. I like this mini podcast.
I definitely think it's unique for YouTube for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
It's definitely completely different.
What would be kind of interesting is having a whole line. It's just like a solid podcast of all our reactions. We still clip it, but then you can watch the whole through. So like the in-betweens as well, but I don't know. That'd be unique. But yeah, guys, so that's how the requests work and the video requests and all that. We do appreciate you guys. The comments are awesome. We are not able to keep up the comments at all. I try to answer them when I can.
We're just a couple guys that work full-time jobs.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Keeping up with this stuff and keeping up with our homes, our families and everything. It could be a toll.
Yep. The family's going to come first regardless. Yep. And then, work follows that just because providing for the family.
Got to make money.
So, that's our story.
Yeah.
We're sticking to it. Chuck's a piece of shit. Sorry.
Oh, bull.
Chuckles.
Yeah.
But I think it's that time.
Well, first you got to hit us with them highs and lows, baby. You know you're not getting out of that. You tried.
Actually, I have a fun little high. The last week has been wonderful, but busy. So Friday night, I wanted to take my daughters to a hockey game.
Yeah.
Got derailed wildly. So I was like, all right, where's the closest? I'm like, when's the next walleye game? The last walleye game is on the 16th.
Okay.
At home.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, they're at Fort Wayne right now. I was like, okay, hey, we just go to Fort Wayne. 2-hour drive. Maybe not even that from where I'm at.
That was the hotel right there.
That's what the original plan was.
Okay.
You're going to love this. So instead, we got home. I'm tired of shit from work. She's tired from work. We were like, well, we should probably save money and not go out to those. And I was like, whatever, that's fine. But I was like, man, I feel like we should spoil the kids a little bit because they've been so phenomenal. Like Freya gets off the bus from school. She has a half hour for a snack. Basically, I pick her up. We get home. The first thing she does when she starts walking the doors is like just regular daily chores stuff.
Okay.
Without asking. I'm like, okay, that's awesome. Like I know I had to be bugged to do chores.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean?
I got fired, so.
Yeah, I remember you telling this actually about how you did the old I purposely do bad and then got off the hook. Yeah, that didn't work for me. So,
worked for me, baby.
No, it did not work. So, but yeah, I was like, they're doing such a great job. I'm like, I do want to spoil them a little bit because I'm like, this is awesome. They're both doing great at school.
Yeah. And
they're for the most, they're behaving. They're besides typical kid stuff, which you're gonna have. But so I was like, they're helping around the house. I was like, I want to do something for them. And Kat's like, all right, well, I was like, maybe we just go to Red Lobster.
Okay.
So we had a gift card for Red Lobster. I'm like, that saves money. So that was the plan. We're just going to go to Red Lobster now.
Yeah.
And then that got derailed because of the wait time. And we're driving there already. It's like, well, what about Fallen Timbers? You know what we should do? I was like, get a hotel at Fallen Timbers. And that back there by the theater. And then go see a movie, eat some like Red Robin, go see a movie, boom, go to a hotel. Girls can swim. They love swimming in pools.
Yeah.
So that's what we end up doing. So we go into Red Robin. I'll let the girls both get whatever they wanted, like drink-wise. Freya got a root beer float, and Eliza got a Oreo milkshake. And they were just living the high life, dude. That they were just sitting down eating their burgers that they picked out, and they're like, "This is the best vacation we've ever had." They were like having a blast,
and it was right down the road.
It's like right down the road. Yeah, it's the best part. And so then I was like, "All right, so here's the deal. We got a hotel. I want to go to the bookstore next door, which they also love. They were running around in there having fun, looking at books. They're obsessed with books, which is hilarious.
It's fitting. They're your kids.
I know. So we go to the Barnes & Noble after we eat, and I was like, do you guys want to go see a movie? And the new Sonic 2 is out. I haven't really seen the first one, but I don't really care for them. And they're like, we want to go swimming, Dad, instead. I was like, okay, but we're not going to be able to go to the movie tomorrow, so you guys need to pick swimming or movie. And they're like, oh, swimming.
Oh,
so I was like, all right, cool. Easy. Save more money right there, right?
Yeah.
So we go to the hotel, get our swim trunks on, go down there, and dude, oh my God. It's a madhouse. There's like 30 kids in this pool, probably.
Yeah.
All the parents, not in there.
Oh, no.
Drinking on the side.
What?
It's like, okay. And you know how I am with people. I don't like that many people, and especially kids that are not my kids that I can't like, hey, quit being crazy. I don't listen, So I'm standing there, and the girls are like climbing the sides. You know how you do that when you're kids? You climb the sides all the way around. And there's kids running into me.
Oh, geez.
While I'm standing in one spot.
Yeah, and I remember
they're jumping off the side next to me.
You never
like
really
I was never
kids
in there
before either.
Yeah, no, I was like they stress me out.
Yeah,
I just don't have the patience for it. Is my issue,
right.
Which is hilarious because I don't have that issue exactly with my kids. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a weird thing.
It is weird.
Yeah, doesn't make a lot of sense.
I think it's because
I actually was told that before I had kids because I was like, dude, I don't have the patience for kids, and someone's like, it's different when it's your kids, and I was like, how does that even make sense?
And then now you get it.
Yeah, and then you're like, how does that make sense, Joel? Now you're like.
No, I could see it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, that's it. So they're bumping into me. I'm like, okay, I'm over this. I'm ready to go. But stayed strong. Got through it. They had a blast. So then we went back up, let them have the TV on in their little room. And they were psyched about that, dude. They were psyched. Because we don't have a TV in their bedroom at all.
Right.
So they're like, we can watch the TV before we go to bed. And I was like, yep. I put a sleep timer on it, so that'll turn off in 30 minutes. You guys can watch it until it turns off, and then just go to sleep. And they're all like pumped, dude. It was like, so they went to bed. I brought the PS4, so I'm messing around playing. Like we played some Towerfall Ascension.
Yeah.
And then we might have played some Minecraft. I don't remember. Went to bed. They have breakfast again at hotels. So went down, had a really nice breakfast. They had waffles. They love waffles.
Awesome.
Yep. And then, we went swimming again. There's no kids in there this time, so it was much nicer. There was like a few other people, but it was nothing compared to the 30 that were in there.
Yeah, when you sent me the picture of the pool and everything, I'm like, there's nobody there.
Yeah, that was in the morning. Yep. So I was like, okay. So we went home. We all took naps. Woke up, went straight to we went to a restaurant with my grandpa Norden to celebrate Easter. Yeah. So the whole family together did that, came home, jumped on video games, hung out with those guys on video games. And I think we were playing Minecraft or something. Jordan my brother's wife's been hounding us to play Minecraft. So we're enjoying doing that. And there's some other stuff we did that weekend too. But yeah, anyway, so that's my high right there. It was a blast. And the whole time they're still talking about it. They're like, this is the best time we've ever had on vacation. I was like,
that's awesome.
30 minutes down the road. Yeah.
Right.
But that's my high.
That's pretty solid.
That's a solid high. Yeah. Do you want to do my low too before it goes to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still trying to come up with my highs.
You still?
While paying full attention to you.
Yeah, that's fair. My low. I gotta deal with your shit.
You know, we do this every week.
I know it's a tradition at this point. I can't stop. My low is that I don't have any caffeine, dude. I want to this week specifically. I was craving caffeine so bad. It's been almost 2 months, probably, right?
Yeah,
pretty close for me.
Especially with all those kids bouncing off you.
Yeah, but it also sucks when everybody else is having like the drink that they want, and you want some carbonated caffeine. You're like, and you can't do it. Well, I can, but I gotta stay strong, Chuck. Gotta stay strong. So that'll be my low. I
think my high is going to have to be. I found out we came in third in that bowling tournament.
Third.
That's
impressive.
Yep. I mean, I think there was only 17 teams, but third place is pretty solid.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting.
I'll take it.
Yeah. And Sunday, I went and subbed for my dad, grandpa's, and brother's team.
Yeah.
And it was my grandpa's birthday, so got to spend some time with him and hang out. And won some money.
Ooh, how much?
It was like $150.
Hey.
Yeah.
Take it.
Absolutely. So that was a good time. That's probably my high. Then my low is probably my car tire's been going flat.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you. My wife texted me. It's urgent.
Okay.
Guys, it's a very important thing. We have a little bit of an announcement. It's National Grilled Cheese Day.
Uh-oh.
Do you want ham or turkey on your grilled cheese?
Ham.
Oh, she's right there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, she just guessed. I liked it. I was just going to text you back. Thank you, babe. I appreciate you. Yay, National Grilled Cheese Day. Yes. Yes, please. Chuck definitely does. Look at him. Just look at him. Look how happy he is. Yeah, he wants another one.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, please. Love you. She's just the best. I can't wait. We're ending the podcast absolutely right now because we're gonna just.
Yeah.
I don't care about your low. I don't want to hear about it. I don't care.
All right.
Listen, I don't.
Well, in that case,
you don't have anything else to add?
No, that was it.
That was it. Okay. As long as you're satisfied with it.
Absolutely. Alrighty.
I don't care.
Well, in that case, that's it for episode 14 of the Unadulterated Amateurs podcast. This is still just my podcast. Nobody likes Joel Norton. And I'm Chuck Beeson. Everybody say bye to Fluffernutter.
Crystal clear, boy.
And we're going to enjoy our grilled cheese.
Woo-woo.